you know, we now got a nice Sunday practice in after scrimmage. We had 141 offensive snaps / defensive snaps in the scrimmage. Physical, was aggressive. We had 24 special team snaps. Defense won the scrimmage. You know, I'd say pretty handily. They got after it. I think they were locked in. I always say the key is emotion and energy coming into that first scrimmage. You better have it. The defense had it. Offense didn't have as much. Didn't do as good a job executing as we'd like. Expect to see it totally different. We came out Sunday and they had focus and energy, and it's one of those days. So we expect to see a lot more here today and as we move forward.
How did Nate and Eli look?
They look good. I mean, they did some good things, and you know, in the quarterback, if you're going to win the scrimmage, your quarterback's got to play really good. You know, I don't think they played really good. I think they played solid. But like when the defense got energy, it's you better watch it. You better match the energy.
Did you get any big turnover creators on defense?
You know, I think we only had one turnover, so they, you know, offensively they did not turn the ball over, but had too many unforced errors and just put themselves behind the sticks too many times, and that happens. Nobody looks good when it's 3rd and 10. It's not good.
You got a turnover.
Oh boy. Hey, McIntyre, who got the turnover in the scrimmage the other day?
Cruz and PJ.
We had 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2. Okay, Cruz and PJ, there you go. So,
Interception?
Yeah, interception, yeah. No fumbles on the ground. Thank God. Okay.
I feel like one of those cliches in football always is that defense starts faster than offense when you get into camp. When does that start to shift? When do you typically like to see that start balancing out?
You know, again, it's natural. It happens that way. And, you know, and then the other thing is you got a defensive staff, you know, and a defense that's stayed consistent for going in 10th year, right? You know, I'd say around this time, I mean, you're going to have to push it in today. You know, the word of the day is, you know, persistence. So you just got to keep pushing. But it comes down to focus. I mean, it comes down to focus all the time. I mean, you know, and again, sometimes when you're in a competition, whether it's a quarterback position or somewhere else, you start to press and you start to think, I got to make good plays. Instead of taking what the defense is giving you, you start to, you know, try to make something that's not there, and that's when you get into trouble.
With the new offensive staff in place, with the operational things like getting lined up, getting week 1 in, and you know, getting the ball up, getting the plays in quickly, was that kind of where you wanted to be?
Yeah, the operation was good. I think, you know, except for the unforced errors. You know, guys, you know, getting set late. You know, we're trying to go fast, and when a guy, you know, receiver doesn't get set. We had some snap infractions as well because you're trying to go fast, and you know, again, I think it comes down to some of the cadence and some of the clapping that's going on. So we'll fix that stuff up. That comes with time. Again, I think it's first scrimmage. I think, you know, first scrimmage, you come out and you're kind of like, let's go, and you want to do so well, and then all of a sudden, you know, you don't help yourself much.
Other than those 2 picks, who stood out on defense?
Who stood out on defense? I mean, you know, they played pretty darn good. I mean, and again, it's not always about the picks. I mean, you can have a pick and play awful too, right? You know, overall, I mean, I just think it was a solid performance. And Brandon George, Kyle Lewis played well. I mean, there's a lot of guys. You know, Nate Matlack. I mean, it's you know, I tell you what, Isaiah Neal Ghost, nickname AKA Ghost. I think, you know, showed us that, you know, he can make some plays, and he's quick twitch. He's a twitchy dude. You know, the back end, Rylan Gandy continues to play strong. Tamon Lydon continues to come on. Rashad Battle's playing really good, so we're excited about that.
We've heard about that linebacker position, how deep it is. How many spots do you actually have for guys who will be in the rotation and play a lot?
You want to have 6. I mean, you know, Key Thompson's played well. I mean, you look at Brandon George and Key, you know, at the Mike, you know, Lovelace and Biles, you know, Jordan Bass. I mean, with Kyle Lewis out there, you know, Lappy still in. I mean, so there's guys out there. There's some good competition, and there's some good players that you want to put on the field and rotate.
Is this as deep a linebacker group as you've had?
You know, I don't know. You know, I remember about 4 years ago, I remember going out in the middle of summer and looking out there going, oh my gosh, this is all we got. So I would say maybe. I got a bad memory sometimes thinking back to what they were. You know, it's all about right now. Nobody cares what you used to be. Nobody cares about the future or the past. It's about now. But I'm just locked into what we got now. I'm happy with the depth, but you know, you can always have more.
Let's get 2 more in, and then we got to go walk.
Speaking of right now, what about Edwards? He's going to play this year, right? Sincere Edwards?
Sincere is going to play this year without a doubt. You know, we'll continue to work on him, just getting him as, you know, 100% healthy, and so he's been a little bit banged up, but you always ask injury questions.
How'd the offensive line look in the first scrimmage?
They look solid. I mean, they did some good things. I mean, they haven't totally game planned our defense as far as, you know, getting protections pushed one way or another. But there's been, you know, I feel like we've got, you know, 10 guys that can go in the game for us right now. I mean, some of the younger guys that are, Isaiah Montgomery's really stepped up. Terrence Enos has done a nice job playing guard and also left tackle backing up Branson. So there's been some good pieces. I think there's good fundamentals, and I'm kind of happy with where they are. Okay? All right.